Hello guys, my name is Adarsh and I welcome you guys to the brand new video of FinTech. So today is the 9th episode of our stock market series and I welcome you guys to the brand new video. So today in this video, I am going to teach you one of the basic topic, that is the basics of supply and demand. You should understand this topic, guys. If you are a trader or if you are an investor or if you are related in this financial field, you want to know the basics of supply and demand. Supply and demand is one of the basic topic, so that's why I am covering this topic in this video. First I am going to explain what is supply and demand in real life scenario, and then I am going to explain how supply and demand act in stock market. It is one of the simple topic, guys. I will teach you in small time. First, let me explain what is supply and demand in real life. Okay, so think like this. Take an example of oranges. So this was an orange season. Because of that, you know that in market we can get so many oranges and wide varieties of oranges. Because of orange season, there will be lot of oranges are cultivated by farmers, right? So as a consumer, when you go into the market, in every shop you can see oranges. So every shop is selling the oranges at orange season. What the shopkeepers will do? The shopkeeper will sell the oranges in lesser price than the other shopkeepers. If I am a shopkeeper, what I will do? I will sell my oranges in lesser price than the other shopkeeper. So what the customers will do? The customers will look into the market and they will search the oranges with lesser price. So the customers will go into the market and they will buy the oranges from the persons who are selling the oranges in small price. Right? That is what I am written here. If the supply is increased, demand is decreased and the price is also decreased. So I will relate this with the examples of oranges, right? If it is a orange season, what happened? The supply of oranges will increase. So when you go to the market, you can see so much oranges in every shop. So when the supply of oranges increases, the demand of oranges will decrease. Why? Because you have wide varieties of opportunities. Because of that, there is no big demands. So the demand of oranges will decrease. So what happened to the price? What happened to the price? The shopkeeper will decrease their price in order to sell the oranges. Because of that, the price of the oranges will decrease. Supply increases, demand decreases, price of the oranges decreases. Simple. Let me explain the other part. So think like this. If it is not an orange season, the cultivation of oranges will come down, right? So because of that, the supply of oranges, the number of oranges in the market also decrease, right? Because it is not an orange season. So as a consumer, when you go into the market, because of the less supply of oranges, you can't find that much oranges in the market. You can find only one or two shops that is selling oranges because of the low supply of oranges. So as a consumer, what you can do? You can only buy oranges only from that two shops, right? So what the shopkeeper will do? The shopkeeper will clearly know that in the current market, the supply of oranges is very low. Because of that, every customer should come to me to buy the oranges, right? He knows it very clearly. What he will do? He will raise the price of oranges. He will increase the price of oranges. Why? Because if I am a customer, if I want oranges, I want to buy oranges only from him. Because no other shopkeepers are selling oranges. That's why the demand of oranges is higher. Because of that, what the shopkeeper will do? Shopkeeper will raise the price of oranges. That is what I am written here. If the supply is low, the demand will increase and the price will increase. Let me compare this with oranges. Supply of oranges is decreased, there will be less number of oranges are available in the market. Because of that, the demand is increased. As a customer, we don't have wide choice, so we want to only buy from him. So what about the price? Because of the higher demand, what the shopkeeper will do? Shopkeeper will increase the price. Are you clear, guys? I think you are totally clear about this supply and demand example. This is what supply and demand is. So now I am going to explain how the supply and demand will act in stock market. It is very easy. I am damn sure you will be clear about this after this video. Let's get into that. So I have taken the example of HDFC Bank and think that this is the graph of HDFC Bank in simple terms. Okay, this is the graph of HDFC Bank. And let me explain supply and demand in this graph. Okay, at the beginning stage here. So this is the beginning stage. So at the beginning stage, when we look into the market, there was big good news about HDFC Bank. There was only good news about HDFC Bank. The people in the financial field, the people who financial advising, the people in the stock market, everybody is talking about HDFC Bank. Even in the news also, people are telling that HDFC Bank is going to rise. HDFC Bank is going to rock. HDFC Bank is the next multi-bagger. Everywhere there was a positive news about HDFC Bank. If you are an investor, what you will do? Normally, what they will do is that they will buy the stocks of HDFC Bank. Everybody will start buying the stocks of HDFC Bank, right? Everybody will start buying the shares of HDFC Bank because of the high demand. Because of the high demand, what happened? If the demand is higher, the price will go up, right? Why? Because if you want to buy a share, you want to buy that share from other person, right? If there is anybody is willing to sell that share, you can only buy from that person, right? So in the market, you want to find a seller, right? And connect with the example of oranges. In oranges, what happen if the demand of oranges increase? What the shopkeeper do if the demand of oranges increase? He will increase the price. Like that, if the demand of HDFC Bank stock or share is increased, what the sellers will do? Sellers will ask for more price. Sellers will sell their shares for more price. Because of that, the price will started rising. The people started buying and the demand is increased. Because of that, the price is increased. At some point of time, there was a news about HDFC Bank. These are all examples, guys. There was a news about HDFC Bank. The news is like this. There was a big internal issues is happening in the management of HDFC Bank. There was a big problem is happening in the management of HDFC Bank. So it was a negative news, right? If there was an internal issue, it will affect the company, it will affect the business, it will affect the HDFC Bank. So what the investors will do? What the investors who bought the shares at this point will do? Actually, the people who bought the shares at this point will be in profit, right? The share price has increased this much, so they will be in profit. What they will do? They will sell the share. Why? Because they don't want to lose their profit. They don't want to lose their profit. And there was also a negative news in HDFC Bank. So they don't want to lose. What they will do? They will start selling the HDFC Bank. And because of the negative news in the market, there will be less buyers in HDFC Bank. If there was a negative news is spreading in HDFC Bank, would you dare to buy HDFC Bank? For example, no. There will be less buyers. And the current market, the demand of HDFC Bank is less because of the negative news. So the demand is less and the investors is willing to sell the shares. They want to sell the shares to get the profit. So the supply is higher and the demand is lesser. Because of that, what happened? Simple. The price will decrease. Very simple, guys. The price will start falling. Right. After that, at this point, HDFC Bank announced that they solved all the problems, all the internal issues, all the management problems. So because of this good news, what the people will do? The people will start buying. The demand of HDFC Bank will increase and the price of HDFC Bank will increase. Normally the supply will decrease. Think like this. In the market, everybody is now saying that HDFC Bank is going to rise. So what happened? Normally demand increases. And think that if you have the shares of HDFC Bank, would you dare to sell the share? Do you sell that share at that moment? No, because you know that the price is going to rise and the demand is higher now. So because of that, the supply is decreased and the demand is increased, the price has gone up. Because of that, the price of HDFC has gone up. Like that, if a negative news come, price will come down. If a positive news come, price will go up. If a negative news come, price will come down, and if positive news come, go up. That's it. That is very simple, guys. It is very simple. There are many factors that are affecting the supply and demand of stocks. There are many factors. Now in this example, I have explained only one thing. I have talked about a management issue or something like that. If there is any news comes, it will affect the market. That's why the market is always fluctuating. And also, the supply and demand works based on the technical levels in the chart. Think like this. I have drawn a line here. So you know that the price was rejected at this line at one time. And after that, it's break from this level. and the price has come down and it was rejected once more and it has gone up. So these levels are called as support and resistance levels in trading. I will teach more about that in coming videos. Don't worry about this. So what the people will do, if they find this area is a major area, they will start buying at this area. So when the price is under this area, they will start selling at this area when the price comes here. So this is what we called as support and resistance. I will teach you about this in coming videos. Don't worry about this. Even we can draw like this. This is not working. You can see a line, right? This is what we called as trend line. I will teach you in technical analysis. So what is trend line means? When the price comes here, the people who start buying. So when the price comes here, the demand increases and the people start buying. These are all technical levels. So what I am trying to say is that even these technical levels will affect the supply and demand of a stock. That is what I am trying to say by drawing these lines. It is simple. So I will teach about technical analysis in that part. So I think you are clear with what is supply and demand and how the supply and demand affect in stock market. It is very simple. When you look into any stocks, the price will always fluctuating because of the supply and demand. So this is what a supply and demand is. I think you are totally clear with what is supply and demand. So that's all guys. These are all basic topics that you want to know before getting into stock market. If you think I'm sharing a value content, please like this video, share with your friends, share with your family, share with the people who are ready to come into stock market. This video will be very useful for them. That's all guys. Adarsh here. Goodbye. Signing off. Bye bye.